Don't mind me just doing some proper measuring here. There's someone from the power company sitting in that truck probably thinking, what in the hell is he doing? Trying to teach you boys how to count steps. That's what I'm doing. And don't worry though, I did bring a proper tape measure, which I'm curious how close I got. Right there was 16 to that edge is 7.5. So 16 foot plus 13 foot plus 8.5 inches. Carry 3.5 from over there. That'll get us to a total of what? 30 foot. Then we carry the 4.5, 30 inches and some change. 30 foot 4 inches. Now let's check this side. There's 16, and right in there 16 plus 14 and 1 inch. So we were within 3 inches. 3 inches is pretty good considering I'm no measuring stick walking expert. Like my dad could probably get it dead on the money, but I'll take 3 inches. Who wouldn't want an extra 3 inches? I know what you're thinking, why the hell are we looking at adding on to the shop? Now, I'll kind of tell you what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking we need to make this shop kind of a horseshoe shape. So we got the smaller section there, the bigger one on that side. I'm thinking, what if we come out from our ledge over there 30 foot, which is roughly right here, except it would be further this way. We'll just say kind of right in here. And then that's a 60 foot long, so we do another 60 foot long. So basically where all this junk I've collected is sitting would have to go away. And a new shop, or addition to the shop, it's gonna be more than just addition to the shop. We're about to elaborate. Something, the add-on would be here to stay. Don't worry, just like I got fancy measuring devices here, these are the Sketcher Edition measuring devices. I brought a proper whiteboard as well. Here it is. So we'll use that whiteboard in a minute, and I'll use my professional engineering diagram drawing skills I possess to kind of break down what I'm thinking from outside image as well as a overhead looking down, possibly breaking it down inside view. But first, how could we have possibly already outgrown this shop? We got all this room back here, which of course goes all the way up in here. We've got the smaller shop, which this shop is already bigger than what we're currently in at the house. We've got it over here. So why the hell do we need more shop? Well, when I say add on to the shop, we will be adding on to the shop, but it won't necessarily be for shop work, but it will be for adding on to the business. I don't know if that makes sense. So, as you know, a large part of my business and us growing has been me handling my own merchandise. And I encourage every company, whether you're in the food industry, you're another YouTuber, influencer, whatever you want to call us, anyone like that, do not give your merchandise, do not build a brand and let another company profit off of it, guys. Put in that work, grow it yourselves. Don't give it away. You'll regret it. I promise you, you'll regret it. That is a large part of our business, is our merchandise side. At the house now, of course, we got the one that I finished out with the spray foam, and we're limited on the amount of shelves we can keep in there, which that limits the amount of stuff we release or keep in stock at one time because we're in that small, and we got to keep that one for the packaging. Now the other one outside, we keep it for an overflow of stuff and everything. And anyhow, we're building this beautiful place that y'all have seen with the house, and this shop is looking really nice now. Don't judge me right now because I know it's overgrown. The sunshine and the rain here in Oklahoma, one day it's raining, next day it's shining. One day it's raining, next day it's shining. And the same day, rain, shine, okay? And in the last 2 weeks, the stuff out here has just tripled in height. It's insane. So, what was I talking about before I started making it rain up in this piece? Oh yes, it's looking nice out here. And though I love my junky stuff, guys, my goal ultimately is to keep this place nice looking. So, our merchandise buildings. I do not want to move our tiny sheds out here and have a pretty house and have tiny sheds sitting everywhere. And now we will do what we have to do to keep the business operating. And we are getting closer though, probably within I'd say 2 to 3 months of being able to move out here, guys. And I got to talking to my wife about it. I say that like I approached her. She was like, what the heck are we gonna do with those 2 tiny sheds? And I said, we're gonna wire them suckers up out there and keep selling t-shirts. It's what we do. We some t-shirt hustlers. What do you mean? What are we gonna do? And she was like, well, they're not gonna look nice, whatever. Well, I already had this idea in the back of my head that we could eventually add on over here for the merchandise business. But what I was not thinking, and where this contradiction comes in, the underlying problem to my original plan is where I plan to temporarily sit those buildings is also where I want to add on to this. So obviously we can't sit them there for temporarily and then add on, because when we go to add on, we're going to have to move them. So we might as well not even put them there. So now I'm having to do some progressive thinking. I don't know if that's the proper word usage there, but this area I'm looking at, the 30 by 60 area here, I thought from the get-go that we could sit our 2 little merchandise buildings here and we would be able to make that work. We could wire them out of the shop. We could keep everything operating. The problem with that is, like I said, if we want to add on, well, that's in our way. So where the hell do we put these things? Well, if we have a little look-see around this way, I'll tell you what I'm thinking temporarily. And this is also a reason why I want to expedite the shop add-on process or project or whatever. I forgot my new chain was out here. Don't mind the old rickety. Yeah, she's good. She ain't rickety. I didn't mean it, baby. I take it back. Now, if you've been following, I added on this concrete. I say I added on. I didn't do diddly, and I ain't taking someone else's credit. Some concrete guys added on this concrete back here. Now, this originally is supposed to be my junkyard, and this is my pad where I can put metal racks, maybe even an awning where like good projects we care about, maybe we can keep them underneath a roof at least. And this will all end up, it's gonna end up brush hogged. That's what it needs. It's a damn safari out there. I'm about to get me a machete and start whacking, but I probably need to gravel it is what I need to do. And I still plan to have a metal fence, something that's gonna match this. I'd like to run it down here out that way along the approach, and then this little peninsula area becomes my junkyard. It's where we take our junk and pick it up, we teleport it, we set it down, it disappears. This is crucial. This concrete is crucial because if we've got an engine back here, from back here we could take our cherry picker that away, in and out. I mean, this will make our life really easy for not cluttering up the shop in there, but still be able to get it from the shop to out here, vice versa, back and forth. I know I'm all over the place, but just stick it out with me. You're gonna see the problem. The problem is we can't put those over there. The next best place is probably to sit them right here, because this is going to be temporarily wired in. So that just means money wasted. If it, in my mind, you know, they have to temporarily be able to operate to make money, but anytime you spend money making something temporary, you're also wasting money because you're going to be undoing what you did. So if we had those 2 buildings sat right here, we're as close to the shop as possible. It's going to be as easy as possible to make them operate as far as the cost for wiring them in, because they're really close to the building, if that makes sense. But at the same time, having those sitting back here, one, is going to be a total pain for Nathan, who's been helping us with our merchandise stuff, because this pad is only wide enough. Those buildings are both about the same width as this, so one's gonna have, they'll probably have to face each other with a little area in the middle, which means he's gonna be having to walk around, carrying the merchandise from around there. It's nothing that's undoable, but it's most definitely not gonna be efficient on his half. It just can't be. Me sitting them there, I basically got them set up for efficiency failure in some aspects. But like I said, we'll do what we got to do. So with all that being said, I think I am ultimately money ahead, because I told you I don't really like financing stuff, but I don't have an option here to finance this shop add-on. I think I'm gonna financially be ahead to break ground as soon as possible to get that going, because the sooner we can get the merchandise as efficient as possible, the sooner it will pay off what we're financing, you know. And I'm not trying to justify it to you guys. I'm not, you know, asking for approval. I do hope everyone supports the decisions I make, of course. I like, people are like, you share too much, or it's like, you ain't got to tell us everything, guys. I just like being transparent. If all of a sudden I just boom, pop on a new shop and I'm like, don't worry about it, ain't none of your business. I mean, sure, I could do that, or I could tell you what I plan on doing and why I'm doing. And I like doing that because there may be someone younger than me, there may be someone older than me that I inspire or I help in some aspects, whether it be a business side of things and how I'm thinking, or a family side of things and how I'm thinking, or vehicle side of things and how I'm thinking. I may even show you what not to do occasionally, okay? As long as it benefits someone in a positive way, that's what I hope for when I'm transparent with you guys. I can be very transparent in telling you that sticker that's been shoved in the side of my foot for the last 2 minutes does not feel good. Stick me in the foot, you get the boot. Did find a screw and a screwdriver, so maybe we can get our whiteboard installed here. Yeah, that's why I wanted wood on these walls. You never know what you need to hang up and decorate with. We may just leave the original blueprint up for decoration purposes. I'm like damn Chip and Joanne are from the Texas area, Magnolia Farms or whatever. I don't know, my wife watches them. Oh, they decorate so cute. I've seen Chip try to demo a wall, okay? He don't want to go kick for kick with these meats right here. I'll roundhouse a wall down. He's got to use a hammer, okay? So Chip Gaines, you don't want none. He uses a hammer, I use a sketcher. So just think about it. How about Pot County? There we go, Pot County edition. Cute. A little flower on it. All right, now that she's certified, what I'm thinking, obviously, from an overhead view, we would end up with a big, what the hell am I drawing, a magnet? Just add those, add that, where you can tell the magnet's trying to pick up metal. Oh yeah, pretty good magnet drawer. Or we slap a tail on that thing and a donkey head, huh? Flying donkey right there, that's what that is. We are not building any of that. I'm gonna focus now. That would be our overhead view, except that right there, this would be our little concrete area, of course. That's our concrete pad over there on the side. And there would be a wall here in my plan. I would like a roll-up door right there, whether it rolls up into itself or however they could make it work. I'm not a door roller-upper installer professional engineer, so I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I would like to be able to keep that closed, but open it if need be. In the professional world, we call this right here a general idea. I don't know why we could hyphenate that. That's such an idea. Boy, I was in a deep sleep the other day and I woke up and I had me an idea. General ideal right there. Next, let's break down the add-on portion specifically. Not pacifically like the ocean, specifically. Here's our add-on. Here's that so-called roll-up door that gets us access to the current shop. Now, I do not have, I need some graph paper. That's what I need. If I had graph paper, boy, I'd get all technical and really break it down. I ain't done that yet. I come out here to eyeball to give me them thinking ideas, and late night I'll draw her down on the graph paper. I have not measured and number-wise broken this idea down that I'm about to tell you guys. I just know it's the rough napkin drawing idea. 30 foot wide, 60 foot long. I think we need to cut this sucker in half, possibly with a wall. Of course, that'll leave this as a 30 by 30 in there, of course, because she's cut in half. Basic science. This side would be merchandise. We would have, how many square footage is that? 900 square foot of merch. So that would leave us 900 square foot on this side. And this is why I don't know the best way to lay it out quite yet. But I've told you guys, I don't know how long I've been saying it on the channel alone, that one day I will have an office. And I have said that, and I've said it, and I've said it. And I truly believed it. And I think this is my opportunity to have an office. So my idea would be that over here, we have a single entry door. Of course, we want it cute or something, so we may slap a little window on the side of it, or two. Entry door, here's me walking in. Y'all can't tell it's me, so I'm gonna slap my glasses and my hat on. Now it's clearly me. Here I am walking in our entry door. Just as happy as a parking lot pigeon with a fresh Raising Cane's French fry. That's pretty happy. So here I come walking in. Inside of here, there's three things I would like to figure out. Office, bathroom, small gym. Woo! 2024 Foot and Fitness coming soon, baby. Just playing, guys. I did 4 push-ups. My heart's pounding. I'm gonna have to up that cardio before we start doing fitness classes. And I ain't trying to be like, I used to work out a lot when I was in my 20s. I ain't trying to do that again, guys. I would just like somewhere where I could give myself, you know, I could come up with like some 20-minute workouts, something just to keep my body moving and keep my body healthy, hopefully, because as I do continue to slowly increase age, so does the aches, so does the pains, and everything that comes with increasing age. I've never worked out, you sissy, and I'm just fine. My right knee just hurts. My left shoulder don't go up anymore. And oh yeah, I've got the arthritis everywhere. I don't know anything about medical. I just know that I'm just trying to take a little bit better care of myself. So that would leave us, you know, like how I'm itching my leg and talking. Y'all probably can't even see that. I'm pretty flexible for needing some health. That would leave us 900 square foot for all this area. And I'm not dead set on this because that's a lot for that, honestly. I need to play with it. I need to play with my graph paper. And we'll figure out, because you could walk into an office, walk in somehow to bathroom, and there's my dumbbells that I'm about to be power cleaning up over my head. Or I'm just plain don't know how to do any of that. But anyhow, I need to figure out the proportions, but that's the idea. Woo, baby, looks like we're getting some power ran over to the house. We just got it to the transformer the other day. They're back already. So the other benefit to that, aesthetically to me, I hate this end of the shop. I'm not trying to be super picky here, but the sliding barn door, some of the lights and the cameras, and just, I never really liked how this side of the shop looks. So we painted all that gray to kind of help make it disappear. And most people don't notice it until I point it out, which is good. Mission accomplished. I didn't like how it looked, so, you know, the great Houdini, we made her disappear. However, if a shop did come out here, and then from looking at our driveway over here, or looking this way, all you would really see then is that front side of that shop, because that shop would cover up everything going back here. Now that offers a couple benefits for us, and maybe for y'all, for your viewing pleasure. Well, y'all know I like gathering old junk. Well, me and my wife, as much as we love each other, and we got to figure out what we both like, she don't like seeing old junk. Well, if that shop's here, kind of hiding my hidey hole, my little whoop 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 concrete hidey hole, we could probably hang some signs out here even. We could gather some junk, and we could do it on this back side. We could hang some between all that, and we could really old school man cave up this area, which I like seeing, and it would be hidden to an extent from that shop. Also, if I decide I want to pull the engine out of a Datsun using the half hole right out here, and I forget to drain fluids and half of it comes out on the concrete, well, with that shop there, been over there at the house, when you look over here, you really shouldn't see my messy work scene. From an aesthetic point of view, it's gonna kind of isolate us. And as y'all know, where I live at right now, I've never had a shop or a workspace that's isolated. In fact, it's total opposite. It's about the most inviting spot I could be in. The two garage doors aren't even probably 35 yards from a highway, and if you're out there working with the doors open, it just looks like come on in. So having a little hidey hole here wouldn't just be like go away, but it would definitely be new to me. So let's say that's the side like we were looking at it. Here's our overhang roof, which you can clearly tell I'm very good at drawing buildings and blueprints. And here's our imaginary line down the middle. I'm not going to draw it, but I think on this 30-foot side, we could probably do one good size roll-up door, maybe a little awning, and one entry door. And then over here on this side, entry door, awning, maybe a couple windows like I said. I don't know. And watch this. See that? You're like, what the hell's that? That's bushes. I just got real fancy. We're gonna plant 3 bushes between our entry doors. I don't know diddly about powerlifting weights, and I know even less about landscaping and planting bushes. See that? That's 2 railroad ties. And this is gravel. And this is where Nathan can drive his truck up. Here comes Nathan. Boop, boop. And I'll be like, damn it, Nathan. I done put you a parking spot. That railroad tie's there for a reason. You better turn that rig and pull up there and park it like you own it, damn it. We're getting a little carried away here, but here's my sign pole, and here's the sign. And it says E.O. Employee of T.M. Employee of the Month, Nathan, right there. He pulls up, he's just killing it. I kind of defeated the purpose of my drawing here because I got carried away again, but you can see how I would think seeing something like that on that side is better than me collecting junk, sitting junk, working on junk, and seeing the end of that building, which I'm overthinking, but I just don't like how it looks. Now I'm dreaming and a scheming, but I think this is doable. So it ain't a crazy dream. I think this can be executed. But let me dream bigger here, and I mean bigger. Let's say Puddin's Fab Shop, which I don't want to cap myself and say this ain't possible. We're not seeing substantial growth currently that this is gonna be a realization anytime soon unless something drastic, and I mean drastic, changes. However, let's say our merchandise side of things could grow to a point where I just wanted to not have merchandise even here at my house. I could buy a piece of property somewhere in Pot County with a roll-up door of some sort, and maybe a little storefront where occasionally we could, once a month, we park a new vehicle in there. We sell merchandise in person, and at that same location, our orders are fulfilled because I don't think we'd have a super busy store. It ain't like it's gonna, we're gonna have 1 million walk-in customers. Make it a spot where both could be handled. If you're gonna dream big, by golly, I'm dreaming big. I say 2 decades down the road, that's possible, okay? The reason I wanna lay it out like this, where our existing shop is over here, don't forget that. If something like that did ever happen, now we roll up this door and/or we take out that wall, and then we just added 900 square foot of working space to our shop with still all of our other stuff connected to it. That's why I want to add it onto the shop. It just makes sense to me because I like everything being connected. I don't want another separate shop. I don't care if it's 5 foot away. Because getting stuff from one shop into another and crap like that, it's just a pain. And I think this is smart for right now. And then, like I said, 4 decades down the road, if we move merchandise from my home location, then we open that up right there, and we've got additional working footage. By then I'll be done working out because I'll be like, 78 or something, so we can take the gym out, and then I'll have all this extra room, and I'm gonna set up lanes with stripes on the concrete, and me and my friends, we're gonna host high-speed scooter races. That's the ultimate end goal and why I really thought of doing all this. I was gonna keep that to myself, but I decided to spill the beans. So I'm actually gonna leave this right here. I'm trying to get a couple builders to come out, as far as shop builders, to give me an idea on what we're gonna be sitting at, take a couple bids on it. Obviously all this was here when I bought the place, so I've never had a building built. I think ideally, I would like to make it the same size as this one, and I would like to make it metal, and all I just said was, I just drove the price up a lot, I know that. So I gotta see what they say, and just where prices are, and how much more or less I'm willing to finance for this project. And that's also not our only curveball on this. Now power wise, I think I have more than enough power in the shop. I don't think that'll be an issue. But if we do what I'm talking about doing, I guess I just realized how far the shop's gonna be sticking out here. So I guess I'd end up having a new driveway. We'd have to do more that kind of swoops around that way, which that would be fine, I don't care. Let's say our entry door is right in here and it takes us to a hallway or an office. Let's say like this back corner or something. Let's say our bathroom ends up in here-ish. If we put a bathroom in, obviously we gotta have some type of septic, because if you're gonna go number 2, well, number 2's gotta have somewhere to go, Also, I'd love to be able to put a little single one-man. You don't want a 2-man, because you don't want, never mind, we're not gonna go down that road. A one-man shower in the bathroom as well, so on days that I get plumb filthy, I could shower out here and not have to go into our house like that. I always thought having a bathroom, like a capable bathroom like that, would be awesome. So more or less, we got to figure out some septic draining plans in the mix as well. Because you know what they say, shit rolls downhill. Well, I guess in a septic, it ain't really rolling. It's doing the cha-cha slide down the hill. It's just sliding. So they're running our power. They also provide the fiber optic internet, and that stuff is amazing. I just asked them about if it'd be like possible to like put a little junction there where it could tee off and come over here to the shop, because I have zero, and I mean like zero service in here. I can't call out of here with my phone. Of course, our merch business side of things, we got to have internet anyways, where we can get on there and fulfill y'all's orders. We appreciate the orders, every single one of you buying our merchandise, stickers, shirts, keychains, whatever. I appreciate every single one of you. Y'all are helping me keep this dream alive. Not only alive, we're keeping it growing and going. And also just the viewers, guys, I mean it, every single one of you. If you come back and watch a video like this where I can just tell you what's kind of on my heart or on my mind, and you watch it, that helps provide towards my business, which provides towards Nathan, and of course my wife, who helps with the merchandise, so my family as a whole. Anyhow, just y'all coming back time after time watching videos and listening to me ramble on. Anyhow, that's kind of the plan and the layout that I'm thinking in my head. I think it has the potential to be a thing of beauty, I really do. I would like to see this added on. I would like to then see the junkyard with the fence going that way. Our one roll-up building door with the roll-up thing on it, we'll probably leave it back here, because it would be a good one to use as a hush house, where we could set the air compressor right out there, having a roll-up door on it. If we did have important engines or something like that, we could store them in there where they're indoor. It could fit something small like a Model A or a Datsun, or even a tractor, decent size, because that one is built with like the 3/4 inch plywood floor, but the 2x8s that are on the bottom, or maybe they're 2x6s. Either way, they're on every 12-inch centers. So that thing ain't just like a little slap together one. It's the heavy duty bottom base for something somewhat heavy to be able to park on it. Anyhow, I think it'd be cool to leave it back there. And then the smaller one that we pack the orders out of, that's finished out inside, that y'all always see me advertising in, that thing, I would actually like to figure out how to make it like a little visitor cabin here. So like if Mortsky came, I had some little shack he could stay in where we didn't have to borrow my dad's camper or whatever. But that's not important right now because it's gonna stay merchandise until that gets done. And we're not even close to getting that done. As far as we've made it on that is getting a beautiful drawing on the wall. I'm glad I come out here and made this video. I've been thinking this stuff, but I'm a talking person. Whether I can talk to you guys or I talk to a family member or a friend, I feel a million times better after I say something out loud versus storing it up here. So hearing these, I've had these ideas. This is the first time I've really pitched the ideas, and I've got a good feeling about it. I think I'm onto something special here. Almost as special as you, baby. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks again for the support. I can only say that so many times, but I mean it each and every time. I promise you that. I'm on the Instagrammer. I am on Patreon. I am on, I don't know, not a lot, guys. Check out the main channel if you ain't seen that one. And that's it. Don't forget, sitting on your ass won't finish your project. But sometimes coming out here strutting around and dreaming about a future project may inspire you to get the ball going on a project. Sometimes you got to step back and look at the potential to get that project going, baby. Hot damn, there's so much BSery. We had to start a whole channel for all the extras. Be sure to go check out Puddin's Fab Shop if you ain't seen that baby yet. Come on!